Going back to the Open, John, and your playing style, you obviously always been renowned for your long hitting throughout your career. What was it like to be on the other side of that coin when you played with Bryson over the last couple of days at St Andrews?
You know, it really didn't bother me that much. I was impressed. I love the way he hits the golf ball. I mean, and we all know his 4 irons a 1 iron, his 8 irons a 6 iron, his 7 irons a 4 or 5 iron. I mean, but it's impressive to see that every club's the same length. But when he hits a drive, and I know he's not 100% because of his hand surgery, but it's impressive. I actually enjoy it. Like when Jack Nicklaus, when I first met him, you know, he was a bomber, you know, in his day. And when he saw me hit a golf ball, he says, you know, and he'd always say the technology, if he'd had the technology that we had hitting a balata ball, which didn't really, you really had to hit it solid, as you know. You had to, a balata ball, you had to be able to hit it. You had to be a shot maker. Mm-hmm. The golf balls now, everybody knows, they just go straight. I mean, they go far and they go straight, but.
There's so many people in the room here saying.
Well, except for you guys, sorry. Sorry. All right, sorry about that shit, but no, but seriously, technology, and the only thing that really is the best technology in the game is a golf ball. And, you know, golf balls, when they were balatas, were costing 34 to 36 cents back in the day. It was like $60, $70 for a box of a dozen of Titleist. Now you can buy them for $31.99, $32.99, and it costs 2 cents to make a golf ball now. So if they would have changed the golf ball, and the golf courses are spending millions and millions of dollars on their courses trying to make them longer, well, just bring the golf ball back. It's simple. It's not a hard thing to do, and you're saving all these country clubs around the world money and all these great spots that we play in majors. They don't have to spend millions of dollars putting tee boxes back there, and you just get the golf ball. Just bring it down.
You're an advocate of that as well?
Yeah, definitely. But I think, you know, it's the horse has bolted a bit already.
It kind of got away from them a little bit, didn't
it? Yeah. You know, the golf ball manufacturers put so much money into R&D and stuff like that. You know, they could be facing all kinds of lawsuits, couldn't they?
Well, not necessarily, because actually, if you look at the R&A USGA, they rule the game of golf. They've changed the long putter. They've changed the driver from you can't go longer than 46. So they can do whatever they want. If they want to bring the golf ball back, every company has the opportunity, just like they do now, to build a really great ball. So I think if, you know, everybody says, who's going to do the ball? Well, every company can do the ball. You just bring it back to the dimples or whatever you think, you know, it needs to be. But it can definitely be done without any lawsuits.
And so would you say it's the best idea to do a blanket change on all balls, or different balls for amateurs versus you guys with some actual talent?
Well, I mean,
no offense, anyone.
I think the square groove thing, the amateurs can still play till, what was it, 20 this year, or 20? Was it 24? I think amateurs could still play the square groove, and that thing changed, what, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, where we have to play the V grooves to a certain spec. So yeah, why not? They could play whatever ball they want for a while, and you know. But a lot of them go to, you know, a lot of them amateurs that are handicaps 10 and over. Who gives a shit what ball they play? I mean, you know, right? Am I right? You find the best deals, right? Find the best deal you can on a golf ball.
Yeah, as long as they hit it and find it again.
You guys want ones that float, don't you? Just going back to what you said about Bryson, yeah, he hits it a long, long way, doesn't he? But I was surprised when I played with him how good a shot maker he was.
Unbelievable shot.
Yeah, he'll hold it up into the wind. He'll play a low one out there, and you know, he's not just slashing it as hard as he can. He actually has got some feeling, which is incredible with the thickness of his grips.
The kid's got talent. Yeah, I thought my grips were big until I held his. It's like a baseball bat.
Yeah. You were up close and personal with him back-to-back weeks, weren't you, last season on the PGA Tour? So